Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam rasulillah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Why are most of the da'is, many of them, compromising their position Islamically, even though they've studied Islam in very, very prominent universities or majalis? They've studied with great scholars of the past who didn't compromise. They've studied with amazing possibilities and opportunities from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that many, many men would want to be in that position, but then they find themselves compromising. When did this happen? What happened? Well, it happened with what's called demand supply Islam, and that is because they've become very famous on social media, and a lot of their followers were people who were basically demanding a more liberal, accommodating, inclusive Islam. Why? So that it does not conflict with the environment and the non-Muslim environment, the people who would be opposing, criticizing. Most people cannot handle conflict. You have to understand, psychologically, they cannot stand up and say, no, I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm not gonna give up. Okay, they have to escape the conflict, compromise. No, it's okay. Let's just all, just chill, relax. Hey, no one's saying you gotta punch someone in the face. That's not what we're preaching here. What we're saying is that sometimes you have to stand your ground. And sometimes people are gonna actually challenge your core beliefs. And if you are a strong man, a real man, you're gonna stand your ground, no matter what the threat is. But if you're a weak man, a beta, then you won't stay your ground. You're actually going to compromise. Compromisation is evading conflict. Now, you don't have to fight with everyone, as I said, but you cannot compromise your principles, because then you will not recognize yourself. And that's what we see today. Unprecedented people who are coming from traditional Islamic you're talking about proper traditional Islamic backgrounds, are compromising. Why? Because demand supply. Because a lot of the followers are feminists. A lot of the followers are weaklings. And one of the first ways to understand who are these people are those who get offended from quoting authentic Quran and Sunnah. They say, no, I heard Sheikh so-and-so, this, that. They said that there's a different interpretation. Now, yes, I remember in university we took a course called Strange Opinions. And you can find always someone, the great Hanafi jurist, so-and-so, the great Maliki scholar, so-and-so, the great Hanbali scholar, so-and-so. And then they'll take one opinion, something there. He said that this word means this. Even though when you go and you analyze, you might find that it's not like that. But you could find a statement that you could copy and paste, and then you would say, you see, this scholar said this. So amongst the plethora of other scholars, great scholars who have agreed, the jumhur of the scholars, even sometimes you're talking about like the majority of them, they've taken this one, and people say, see, there's one traditional scholar that says this. Yep, the student Ibn Abbas, he said that this word doesn't mean this, therefore, done. So they maintain so-called traditional view. They wear the shimagh, they wear the thobe, they maintain the traditional look. They propagate traditional, but then you see the feminists clapping for them, say, yeah. And their greatest followers are the feminists. A lot of them women, some weak men. They support the financial contributions that they give. And of course, these people have to basically sing to that tune, because if they sing to any other tune, these people pull their contributions away. Their checks won't be signed. Their great invitations won't be there to different places where they can, sorry, man. It's just messing about, to be honest. And hence we have a new version of Islam, which is called, some time ago, some of the Christians were attacking the Muslims. And I remember one of the things they said it's like a Walt Disney version of what these people are saying. It's funny because the people were debating them couldn't stand on their ground. The non-Muslims saying, well, Ibn Abbas says this, and Ibn Umar says this, and Amr al-As says this, and this scholar said this, and the Prophet said this, and in Bukhari is recorded this, and a Muslim. And all you can see the Muslims are saying, well, it's not really like that, there's interpretations, and you have to look at context, and then the non-Muslim will give the context. And then he kept saying, what version of Islam are you guys preaching? Is it called the Walt Disney version? And now after all these years, I tend to understand where they're coming from. Because if you don't stand your ground, the non-Muslims are going to make fun of you that you are flip-flopping and you are not standing your ground. They won't just attack what you believe in, they'll attack you for being a weakling and a weak man. In the past, we found real men stood their ground. Yes, maybe people didn't agree with them. That's fine. That's okay. But they were not ridiculed for being weaklings. And right now, a lot of the da'is, sadly, are very, very weaklings. Stay strong. You don't have to be some crazy, extreme, evil, I don't know what they're trying to tell you and they make you scared of. All you have to do is just stick to the truth. Just preach the truth. The truth will not allow you to deviate. Bismillah.